hanging in there.
All right, are you
battling another fight?
I know you. It never stops, Gene. Are you ready to play podcast trivia?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Okay, here we go. Contrary to news reports, there was a grand jury indictment as a result of the killing of Eric Garner in Staten Island, New York. Who was indicted? Was it A, the person who took the video of Eric Garner's takedown and killing? B, a passerby who asked the swarm of police, what's up, Doc? C, a local store manager who yelled, hey, push him in a different direction, you're going to break my window. Or D, Republican New York Representative Peter King, who said, well, he wouldn't be dead if he wasn't so overweight. What's your answer, Gene?
A.
A. You're absolutely right. Okay. Although it could have been any of them, right? All right, Gene, before we hang up, if you'll, stay on the line, Kathy will get the pertinent information, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Gene. Thanks for playing podcast with you. Well, as long as we're doing phone calls, Chuck is in Louisiana. Hey, Chuck.
Hey, how's it going, Mike? Glad I was able to get through to you.
Yeah, me too.
Sent you an email. I know you get a ton of mail, so let me try to call them. I'm an African-American now, and the whole issue with the Garner case, all of the cases that have happened throughout the years, it just made it really, really clear to me, and, don't take this the wrong way to anyone that's listening, but it makes it clear to me that, this is really, no real place for an African-American now. But then I always got to remind myself that, we live in the most violent country in the history of the world, dating back to slavery, dating back to the total genocide of the natives, the theft of their land, the way, how our foreign policy works, the constant invasion of other countries,
right,
and, building bases in over 100, countries. So I always got to remind myself, the country as a whole is violent. Being an African-American male, it kind of, cuts both ways. We live in a violent country. Being an African-American male, adds another level of complexity.
Right.
And I just wanted to make you aware, didn't know if you were aware. I just ran across an article about 2 days ago where it talks about how the House of Representatives has passed a $577 billion defense bill.
Yeah, we talked about that last night.
That's amazing.
It is. Well, in light of the apt definition of this country that you just gave, it's probably not that amazing, Chuck. We have in this country, as you know, a vast military industrial surveillance complex now that has to be fed. And it has to be fed by the money that should go for education. It should go for eliminating poverty. It should go for repairing, rebuilding infrastructure. There's so many things that $577 billion could have been applied toward that would have made this country, within 2 or 3 years, everybody working with that kind of money. Can you imagine what the place would be like?
It would be transformative.
It would.
It would be totally transformative. I live in Louisiana. I'm actually a transplant from Philadelphia. My wife is from here. And
let me ask you, Chuck, did you suffer a little culture shock?
I'm still suffering culture shock. And it just amazes me.
Can't get used to those crawdads and red beans and rice, can you?
Right, exactly. Well, I have to get used to them. My wife loves cooking, so I have to get used to them.
Oh, man.
But it just amazes me. I was to understand the state. They hate the Common Core, but the state is like next to last in education.
Oh, I know.
It just makes no sense at all.
And you know what? The road to crazy right now is for anybody, people like you, people like me, who try to figure out what in the hell is going on. Where is the logic behind the direction we're going? If you think about that long enough, and I'm here to testify because, you know, the work I do, the research I do for this program, the stuff I read, and sometimes I look at Kathy and I'll say, why are we doing this? This is madness. It's madness to be exposed to this day after day. But it's one of those deals, Chuck, where you can't. I mean, you know, where are you going to run away to? Where am I going to run away to? We're not going to run away to anywhere.
Anywhere.
We just have to stay here and somehow figure out.
Try not to go crazy.
And try not to go crazy. Figure out a way to overcome this craziness. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Oh well.
I agree with you.
Well, be careful.
Steve, I will. You know, I work from home, and I have to be honest with you. When I decide to venture out throughout the day to go to a coffee shop.
Well, no, I read your email on the air the other night. That long email you sent me.
Yeah.
I read it. I read every last word of it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It is. Well, be careful, because you wrote in that email, you said how nervous you get, how afraid you get just to go out to get a cup of coffee or go do grocery shopping. I hear you.
Real.
I hear you.
Thanks for letting me put my 2 cents in. Have a great night, Mike.
Thank you, Chuck. Thanks a lot. Take care. Take care. It's worth more than 2 cents. Y'all remember that email I read the other night? I think it was last night, wasn't it, Kathy? From Chuck in Louisiana. Leo is in. Hey, Leo.
Hello, Mike. How are you today, Dane?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Real good. You know what? My mom is Cuban expat. She doesn't speak English. The one thing that bothered her was being called an African American. She looked like she's black, you know. There's people that we should just meld together and fight for the things that are right. That man that just talked about, he goes down the street and he gets pulled over. I do that. I get that often. You don't, do you?
No.
How many police cars come down your street, sir?
None.
Right. My street is a regular occurrence, and little kids gotta worry about them. That is why there's a difference between the people that live in not as covered place, and you say, well, you should just stop and answer the police officer and obey it. I don't tell my kids that. I never did. I told them no.
That's not, you know, I may be white, but I have told my kids, they're all adults except my 10-year-old, and I've told them all, it doesn't make any difference anymore. If a cop tells you to stop, stop. And
again, I'm saying because you live in a different world, you really do. You don't understand. This is why not yourself personally, but the people that think that it's okay, the police are your friends. No, I know no one that would call the police, ever. Never.
Well, actually, Leo, unless there is a crime in progress, I don't know anybody who would either. I mean, you have to understand who you're talking to. I lived in a neighborhood. Well, it's not really a neighborhood, but I live in an area where there are blacks, whites, Muslims from the Middle East, refugees from Africa, African
I happen to know Atlanta quite well. I drove a truck for 23 years.
Okay.
Atlanta, I know the whole area.
Right.
You know where Kennesaw is? Nearby there.
Oh, sure. No, I don't live anywhere near Kennesaw. I wouldn't live near Kennesaw. But the point I'm trying to make to you is that I and my family and my children have always lived in an integrated situation. I have said before on this program, because I'm Caucasian,